There's a couple key tools that we can use in step one, discover. The first is the individual survey. Just like a surveyor would go out to plot a bridge site, an individual survey allows us to kind of plot or assess the situation that we're currently in today. And in the individual survey, there's really 4 areas that you want to take a look at: mind, body, relationships, and finances. If we can take a good hard look, an honest look at each of those areas of our lives, we can start to understand what's happening with our job, our career, what's happening in our relationships, both at work and at home. We can take a look at our finances. What's keeping us up at night? Do we save for the future? Do we save for the kids' education? Do we have a good retirement plan? When it comes to mind, what are we thinking about at work? From a spirituality perspective, are we where we want to be? Are we serving the people in our lives? And from a body perspective, where are we at health-wise? Are we in the shape that we really want to be in? Could we be doing things a little bit differently with our diet or with exercise or with lifestyle habits? So the individual survey gives you a way to take all those things that are floating around in your head and put them on paper in one simple chart. And that's, again, the individual survey. The other key tool in the discover step is purpose channeling. So if you're at a point in your life where you're really not sure if the direction that you're taking is right, that it really matches up with your passion, with your talent, then you can use the 7 steps in purpose channeling. And really what we're doing here is we're trying to uncover what makes us tick. Where is that intersection of our passion, of our talent, of our value? And then the channeling aspect allows us to find different ways to use that intersection of talent, of passion, of skills, of value to help other people, to help ourselves. And that might be in our work, it might be in volunteer opportunities, it might be in relationships. So again, if you're struggling with what my purpose is, that purpose channeling exercise in the discover step certainly can help. In step 2, differentiate, there's a couple key tools that we can use again to help us understand, are we differentiating ourselves versus other people? And one of the key tools is called the different value matrix. And this allows us to understand where are we providing differentiated value to ourselves and to other people. And what can we do to further enhance that differentiated value, both at work and at home, so we're really realizing our full potential. In step 3, decide, there's a couple key tools that we can use to help us focus our resources, our time, our talent, and our money. And really, one of the key ones is called the not to-do list. Most of us have a to-do list, whether it's on the refrigerator, it's in our planner, it's on our smartphone. But the reality is the great leaders, the great business people, the great strategists have always had a not to-do list, the things that they're not going to do. And we as individuals can use those both at work and at home. So what are the areas that you're not going to spend time on? What are the areas that you're not going to invest your talent in? And what are the things that you're not going to spend your money on? If we can be crystal clear on what we're not going to do, that allows us to use our resources much more effectively in the areas where we do want to focus to provide value, to provide happiness, to provide satisfaction in our lives. When we go to step 4, which is design, the key tool there is the strategy print. The strategy print is a 2-page blueprint for your life. Page 1 helps you understand the key areas relative to your mind and body. What's happening today? Where are you at in those areas? Where do you want to go to, and how are you going to get there? What are the plan to get to the ideal state when it comes to mind and body? Page 2 then really asks us to understand our relationships and our finances, 2 other key areas of our lives. So what we can do with the strategy print is really stop on a monthly or quarterly basis and really assess where are we when it comes to mind, body, relationships, and finances, and create a plan for getting to the places that we want to go in all of those areas. And the 5th step is drive. And the key tool in the drive step is what's called an activity system map. An activity system map is a way for you to visualize your main 3 to 5 strategic themes. What are the 3 to 5 things that are really going to drive your fulfillment, your happiness, your success, both at work and at home. So we want to try and identify those 3 to 5 areas, and then just as importantly, we want to identify the activities or the tactics that we'll use to support each of those things. So again, in each of the 5 steps in strategy for you, there are plenty of tools and techniques and questions and frameworks to help you put pen to paper and really get from where you are today to where you want to go. I tell the business people that I work with, if you have a strategy and it's not written down, then you really don't have a strategy. We need to identify, and not just identify, but write down our goals and the strategies and tactics that are going to get us there.